Welcome back to Pets on Parade. It's Prevention of Animal Cruelty Week, and this sweet dog here is Grace. She was rescued from a situation of neglect where her owner wasn't giving her proper medical treatment or taking very good care of her. And joining us today, we have Tammy, an animal cruelty investigator with the Arizona Humane Society, as well as Jemima, animal detective with the Phoenix Police Department. Ladies, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Tammy, we'll start with you. Tell us how many calls your team receives every year and what it's like when you go on these types of cases.
Well, last year alone, our staff responded to over 6,300 animal cruelty investigations.
Wow.
And sometimes when we're getting out to these properties, there can be some pretty extreme conditions, very surprising.
Yeah, very shocking types of situations, and just heartbreaking too. These poor animals are forced in these types of situations. So, Jemima, you tell us a little bit about the work that you do on these types of cases, working with animal abuse.
As an animal cruelty detective with the City of Phoenix Police Department, I work very closely with the Arizona Humane Society field investigators in collecting evidence and submitting cases for prosecution. And a large part of that is working with the Humane Society to rescue animals that are being mistreated or abused.
So what is required by law? What do owners have to provide for their pets?
Owners need to provide adequate food, suitable shelter, suitable water, and provide medical treatment to avoid unreasonable suffering for their animals.
So, Tammy, can you briefly just describe what some of the signs that we need to look for? What should the community be on the lookout for if they suspect animal cruelty?
They should be looking for animals that are found injured and not being treated with wounds, or animals that don't have shelter or proper water. Other times, if there are concerns for animal hoarding where there's excess animals that are living in poor conditions that need to be rescued, those are things that we would want people to call. And if anything, always make a report. Never doubt your concern. Make a report and we'll let you know if we can help out.
Better to be safe than sorry. Let's leave this on a really positive note, Jemima. There's been some legislative victories recently. Tell us about some of those.
Well, one of them is the unlawful restraint ordinance, which requires owners to only tether their animals in appropriate conditions, such as using a lead that is at least 10 feet long, a suitable collar, as well if weather is extreme, such as over 100 degrees or under 32 degrees, they are not allowed to tether their animals at all outside.
The hot car bill is an exciting one too.
It is. So if somebody does see an animal in distress inside a vehicle, it is now okay for them to make entry to rescue that animal without being held liable for making entry, as long as they call the police.
Yes, that's a really important one, because we see so many, and you know, your team, Tammy, gets so many of these calls when the weather starts heating up of pets and kids who have been stuck in cars, which is really unfortunate. So, of course, for those of you at home, if you see or suspect animal cruelty, of course, you can call the Arizona Humane Society. We work in the Phoenix, Tempe, and Scottsdale areas. The number's right there on your screen. All other areas, you want to call your local police department and file a report. You can also do it on our website, azhumane.org, file an anonymous report so that Tammy and her team can look at it, and Jemima can follow up with that as well. Ladies, thanks so much for being here today. I admire the work that you do, and definitely keep it up. You do a lot for helping these homeless pets.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We have when we come back, and we'll tell you about a litter of kittens who were rescued from a drain.